How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. My name is Faze Crypto. Feel free to connect with us on Snapchat if you feel so inclined to do so. And on this video we are going to be talking about DigiByte blockchain and a lot of the different elements that are going to be coming into the future of cryptocurrency and respectively across the board. I think this is going to be an interesting video for everybody, so make sure you watch till the end. Alright, let's get right into it.
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Now, speaking as somebody who's been paying attention to cryptocurrency for a couple of years now under my belt, one of the fundamental things that has my interest is the issue of decentralization when it comes to these cryptocurrencies that are aiming to really be a key player in the future. Another key thing that's on my mind is the issue of blockchain. However, we'll get to that later. Really what I want to talk about now is the fact that DigiByte has 5 mining algorithms, and this is really going to be essential because it prevents the mining centralization compared to single algorithm blockchains. In the interest of putting DigiByte into a certain type of context, so you the viewer can essentially get an idea of what DigiByte is all about, really the different variables that are going to play towards DigiByte's favor. Think about this, for instance, the fact that DigiByte is actually spread across 200,000 different computers and phones, all these different possibilities open for that wide of distribution on a global scale then again. And the fact of the matter is it's only growing. The fact of the matter is that DigiByte's been around for a very long time, and the community that's using DigiByte is here to stay. That's fundamentally one of the things. And also when it comes to the price of DigiByte at 2 cents, I would say that DigiByte is actually valued closer to what these technologies are worth as far as cryptocurrency goes. And then you also take into consideration speed, the fact that DigiByte is outpacing Bitcoin, outpacing a lot of its competition by a significant margin. And as we move forward, it's really going to be interesting to see how DigiByte's going to be flexing its muscles in the future, so to speak, essentially in the market that we've been seeing currently. And of course, DigiByte also is the long history that's been really playing into its favor. Then again, is the fact that DigiByte really has had sort of a stable run. I mean, really, we don't see very much of upsets happening with dramatic fall-offs in the value of DigiByte. It very much is sort of very much a reflection of where the markets tend to be, and that's really a lot to say for cryptocurrency, because we see cryptocurrencies getting hit left and right, knocked up and down by the different variables of the market. I mean, recently we just witnessed a huge plummet. I'm sure that there's people who are feeling pretty depressed about that, because things people get used to them moving sideways, and then you get hit and either blindsided, or either that or you just didn't do your research. It usually comes down to one or the other. And really when it comes down to DigiByte, it's I'd say that it's a strong community of people who are holding on to their DigiByte because of the blockchain, because of the proven work that's behind DigiByte and the team that's working on it, and essentially the future of where DigiByte aims to take the project. Because cryptocurrency is nothing without a great team behind it and a good fundamental underlying philosophy. And I would say that DigiByte definitely is close to, ultimately closer to that overall idea of what the Satoshi original philosophy was. That was one of the founding principles of Bitcoin, which sort of that philosophy gets lost along the way with cryptocurrencies, with like XRP, for example, that are more establishment, more corrupt on the that sort of end of the spectrum. And hey, I mean, I'm not gonna knock XRP, because hey, I mean, if XRP is gonna be worth more than 29 cents in the future, then I'm interested in XRP, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned if the banks are aligning them or if it's these communities of people who are interested in technology. But I would really like to be supporting the cryptocurrencies that do have that sort sort of responsibility aspect, and really overall it's going to be decentralization that's going to be the critical component in the conversation that's happening, not only in a philosophical sense of cryptocurrency, but ultimately in the practical way that we're going to see these things functioning in the future. The future of the internet has to be decentralized, because we've seen it over and over again. When bodies of power tend to try to cluster their control and have things go through them for checks and balances, it's just too much data. It needs to be decentralized. To go through all that sort of information, the best way to do it is to leave up certain aspects to the community, and I think DigiByte really is respectively moving in a direction that takes a lot of those different critical elements into consideration. Now, of course, I mean, it's been sort of a not exactly a happy day as far as the overall market cap goes. I mean, things generally just sort of just taking step by step downward down the staircase, but then again, I mean, you also have to take into consideration we have come a long way as far as cryptocurrency is concerned. I wouldn't say anybody could say any less. And when talking about the question of massive adoption of cryptocurrency, we see DigiByte's name popping up yet again, as this technology seems to be a critical player in a lot of the key components that a lot of people are talking about when it comes to cryptocurrency and where we can expect these things to be going. The DigiByte blockchain is really essentially taking care of a lot of the international variables that are a huge section of potential that's opening up as more people all around the world are getting more connected, because all around the world people are, the smartphone technology gets cheaper every single year, and that means that it opens up a huge opportunity for cryptocurrency to be more accessible by people, and that's essentially another huge thing that's playing in the role of cryptocurrency, because when crypto really started getting going, 2009, very little people were using smartphones, let alone very little people at which point were connected to the internet in the same way that we're connected to it now. But every single day we're moving forward, and these big companies and so forth are taking us in that direction where the internet is going to be a critical underlying component to everyday activities that people are using, using the internet all the way across the board for all these different things. So when we talk about a well-established blockchain like DigiByte, it's definitely something to be paying attention to, especially when we see all this different partnerships happening involving DigiByte, and of course looking at the news. I mean, obviously I take these news articles with a grain of salt. I mean, I famously don't necessarily trust what these news articles say as far as I could throw them, but I digress. I do find these news articles interesting as far as seeing what the public consciousness is, just taking a peek at what people are saying about DigiByte, and it is interesting to see how this conversation about DigiByte has been developing and evolving over time. Now, also understand, this video is entirely for educational purposes only. This video is for obviously, like I said, entertainment purposes, educational purposes. I'm not your dad. This video is not advice about anything. This video is just me talking about what I'm doing and my thought process regarding these cryptocurrencies and stuff. But all that being said, it's interesting to see news outlets like the Crypto Recorder, quote unquote, reasons why DigiByte value proposition beats Bitcoin. I mean, these are some interesting comparisons being made. Certainly DigiByte being where it is in the current number 34 position. I think that there is a lot of potential to see DigiByte being higher ranked as things move forward. We see a lot of the weaker cryptocurrencies getting knocked off, respectively. I mean, it is an interesting paradigm shift that we're witnessing happening, on a lot of different levels. All that being said, I hope you have enjoyed this video, found it a worthy usage of your time, and all that being said, I hope you guys go out there and definitely do your research when it comes to DigiByte before making any real important decisions about it, because if you're just watching YouTube videos and letting random YouTubers make your decisions for you, then I don't really know what to tell you about what decisions you're making in your life. But all right, all that being said, I'm actually going to give shout out to my friend who actually made this video called Grandma Using Tron, and this guy's name's Matt. I think I've given him a shout out before on this channel, but the channel name's CryptoCurrently, and this guy's actually really rising up in the ranks pretty well in the cryptocurrency community. You guys might have watched a video about like something that this guy made at some point, but yeah, definitely go and subscribe to this guy's channel. And I'll be providing a link to his channel down in the description. Yeah, he's made an interesting video actually yesterday about DigiByte, so yeah, I guess I'll give you guys the link to this video. 111 likes and 0 dislikes, and that's pretty impressive when you think about it. That means that a lot of people probably agree with this guy's opinion. I find his content interesting. I've given him a few retweets, but yeah, all that being said, if you guys are interested, definitely check out this 8-minute video. And all that being said, if you guys are interested in connecting with us, you could do so on our Twitter, and CryptoCurrently has Twitter as well, so I mean, you know what to do. So all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.